morning. Bessemer City is a proud, comprehensive high school with a long heritage of serving our Bessemer City community. Year after year, our families choose to send their students to our amazing school where we maintain our commitment to transparent communication and excellence for all. Because at Bessemer City, we believe in the ability of all of our students to achieve at high levels. We challenge our students to develop socially, emotionally, developmentally, and academically. We help our students develop into young adults of good character and provide a strong foundation for success and lifelong learning. Today, we are proud to share our school with a number of local and state educational and legislative leaders. And you can see them all behind me, and we are so proud to have so many people come celebrate Bessemer City High School with all of us. I'd like to recognize a few people specifically. Members of the Gaston County School Board who are present with us today. Our board chairman, representing the Riverbend Township, Mr. Kevin Collier. Representing the Crowders Mountain Township, Brent Moore. Representing the Gastonia Township, Lee Dedman. Representing the Gastonia Township, Bob Guthrie. Representing the at-large member, Dot Cherry. Representing the Dallas Township, Catherine Bailey Roberts. And representing the Cherryville Township, Terry Essery. Have I missed anyone? Fantastic. I'd also like to recognize some of our state and local legislators who have come to join us today. Please welcome State Senator Kathy Harrington, is she with us? And State Representative Holly Hastings. And I'd also like to recognize our own Gaston County royalty, the 2016-2017 North Carolina Teacher of the Year and member of our State Superintendent's Teachers Advisory Council, Gastonia's own Bob Guthrie. I would also like to welcome and thank our Superintendent, W. Jeffrey Booker, for taking time from his busy schedule to spend this morning with the Yellow Jackets. It is with great pleasure that I recognize and welcome the reason for our assembly. Bessemer City High School is proud to welcome North Carolina's State Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Mark Johnson, to Yellow Jacket Country today. Bessemer City today. At this time, I would like to welcome 11th grade student Cheyenne Farrell as she comes to the podium to lead our assembly in the Pledge of Allegiance. Recognizing one of our dignitaries with us today, former Bessemer City Mayor and Crowders Mountain County Commission Representative Bob Lewis is with us. And now it is a pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. W. Jeffrey Booker. Our schools forward resulted in him receiving the 2016-2017 Southwest Regional Superintendent of the Year. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Booker to the mic.
Thank you, Dr. Moore. It's a great morning to be in Bessemer City, is it not? Dr. Moore introduced a number of people to you as she began, but I want to introduce a few folks that have joined Mr. Johnson with us from the state. We have today from the Governor's Office, Kevin Monroe. We also have from Senator Tom Tillis' office, James Estes. One that is not a stranger because he attends many of our events on behalf of Patrick McHenry, Brett Keeter. And then finally, the lady that's been behind all this for several months, Dr. Sonia Brown, with the Department of Public Instruction. You know, Mr. Johnson, it is great to have you in Gaston County. I was fortunate enough to be with a group of superintendents that Mr. Johnson called together weeks after he was installed as the state superintendent. And he immediately started saying, "What's great about Gaston County schools?" And I said, "There's so many great things, you need to come see it." And he promised to get here before the calendar year was up, and he is here today with us. And so we welcome you to be here. And let me tell you a little bit about where you are. You're in a school that 5 years ago, its graduation rate was below 70%. But today, its graduation rate is over 85%. I would like all of the faculty to stand right now. All of the faculty, please stand. These are the folks who are here. Thank you for what you do every day for the children of Bessemer City, because what you also need to know is that last year, this school had just under $5 million in scholarships. And one of their students is attending Brown University on a full academic scholarship. So, Mr. Johnson, they need to know that you began your career as a teacher at West Charlotte High School. And you know what West Charlotte was like. Well, Bessemer City laps West Charlotte and continues to improve every day. Then you served on the Board of Education in Winston-Salem. So you can relate to our board members that are here on the hard work that it takes to accomplish what Bessemer City has accomplished. So without further ado, I want to recognize you. And everybody, you should know that when we met that day, he said, "I am passionate about the state of North Carolina, but I am more passionate about public education, and I want to see how I can contribute to enhancing the education of all children." So please join me in giving a warm Gaston County welcome to Mark Johnson.
Thank you, teachers. Thank you, students. Thank you for that lovely performance. And thank you to the elected representatives and other dignitaries who made it. It is true that at the beginning of this year, I set out to visit as many schools as I could across our entire state. And I knew I had to get here, and I made it just with this much time to spare. But let me tell you something, Bessemer City, you win. This is fantastic. I'm a person who loves Christmas music. I am one of those odd people that start listening to it right after Halloween. But I don't know about you, but right about now I'm getting kind of tired of hearing Mariah Carey on the radio every 5 minutes. So this was really nice. Are y'all ready for winter break? You know, if you're not that excited about it, I could cancel your winter break if you want to come back next week. So are y'all ready for winter break? Look, I really enjoy visiting high schools. I taught at the high schools. I want to talk right now to each and every one of you, whether you're a senior, a junior, a sophomore, or a freshman. You need to understand that no matter where you see yourself going over the next few years, your entire life is ahead of you. So whether you are at the top of the class and you're going to Brown University on that full ride scholarship, that's fantastic. But you also need to know that in North Carolina, in the United States, a 4-year institution degree is not the only way to be successful in this country. And even if you're part of those senior class that might not be right up there in that 85% graduating, and you're looking for what your next steps are, I want you to know there is success in military service. There is success in going to community college and getting certification. My favorite story that I love to share, that I learned by traveling this entire state, I love to share with students that that there is this job out there called a power lineman. And a power lineman, it is tough work. They're outdoors, it's hard work, you know, it's long hours. But a power lineman takes a few months of certification after high school, and in a few years, you can be making a six-figure salary. That's over $100,000 a year, and that's something that you can do without going to a four-year institution. So I just want you to know that in this country, it really is true that no matter what your background is, no matter where you see yourself now, through hard work, you can achieve your American dream. You can achieve success. And I just thank you so much to the faculty of Bessemer City for helping make that happen. For students, thank you all. I hope you get a good break over winter break. Come back. If you're a senior, finish out the school year strong. If you're a sophomore or junior, start looking at what your next steps could be for your future. And we have a special guest with us today, Dr. Jane Foley. She is here to help us also give more thanks to the staff here at Bessemer City. Dr. Jane Foley has come all the way from Santa Monica, California, and she represents the Milken Family Foundation. Yeah, round of applause for California. This foundation has been supporting education since 1985. Dr. Foley is a product of Chicago Public Schools. She earned her doctorate at Purdue University and was a teacher and principal in Indiana for 24 years before moving to California in 1998 to join the foundation. So please help me in welcoming our special guest, Dr. Jane.
With you. As you just heard, my name is Jane Foley. I work at the Milken Family Foundation in Santa Monica, California. So you probably don't know much or anything about the Milken Family Foundation, but the foundation knows a lot about you. Oh yes, even in California, we heard about your school, your staff. In my job, I travel around the whole country visiting schools, and this is our only stop in the state. And I heard you have the best students in North Carolina. Is it true? Then I'm glad I just traveled 2,500 miles to hear it from you firsthand. And now you know, people are watching you. They're watching you in the state capitol. We're watching you in California as well. So congratulations. Keep it up. I came for two reasons. First, to communicate a very important message, and second, to share some exciting news we've been keeping a secret. The message is about the critical role that teachers and principals play in our society. At the Milken Foundation, we believe educators have the most important job in our country because they have the responsibility of preparing all of you for a bright future. Research and our own personal experience tell us the single most important education element determining how much you will learn in school each year, it's the quality of the educators you encounter. Think for a moment of all your favorite teachers and principals. Maybe it was here in high school, maybe it was middle school or elementary. The good educators, they make such a difference. That was nice earlier when we clapped for the staff at Bessemer City High School. But we don't clap and hold ceremonies for educators very often. We recognize excellence in other professions. The best athletes get Heisman trophies, most valuable player awards. Entertainers have Golden Globes and Emmys and Oscars. In science and medicine, there are Nobel Prizes. But our educators, who have the most important job of all, teaching all the people who are getting all the other awards, and teaching all of you, they haven't had that kind of celebration. That's just wrong. And the people at the Milken Foundation set out to change that. That's why 30 years ago, a man named Milken created a program to honor outstanding educators. The program is called the Milken Educator Award. The Milken Award says in a very public way that greatness in education should be recognized too. That outstanding educators are the backbone of every distinguished school. And only if we elevate the teaching profession will talented young people like you here at Bessemer City High School consider a career in education. One educator during his or her career has the power to positively influence thousands of young people's lives. If you want to help shape the future, we also ask you to think about a career in education. And that brings me to the exciting news. This fall, we've been traveling all over the country presenting Milken Awards to outstanding educators. There are many great teachers and principals across this country. You can believe me when I say it, because I've been everywhere. I've met hundreds, thousands of talented educators. But one of the best educators in the entire country is here, in your school. And before we leave, an educator at Bessemer City High School is going to receive this national award. It's the only one in North Carolina this year. And the Milken Award, it's so prestigious, it's called the Oscars of Teaching. So now that you know that we're here to present a national award to an educator, you might wonder, okay, what does it mean? What's the educator get? Good question. The first thing the educator gets is one big surprise, because you cannot apply, you cannot be nominated for this award. You don't find us, we find you. We look, we search, we go all over the country to find the best of the best. And the best of the best for the Milken Award also means the educator has the potential to be a leader in education for decades to come. Second, the educator gets a lot of celebration and a lot of recognition, evidenced by all the distinguished guests that are here today, and look at all the media that is here to cover it. But most importantly, all of you are here to see this out of class. The reason you're here out of class is we want you to remember the message about the importance of educators. Next, the educator joins a team. This is an elite, all-star education team with the other distinguished educators that received the Milken Award. And the educator will join us in Washington, D.C. this March to meet with the other Milken educators and work together to improve education across the entire country. There's something else. The educator will receive a financial award. And what is it if you get a financial award? It means money. It's money. Just imagine if you went to the mailbox one day and you found a check that was sent just to say thank you for your excellence. Let's find out how much the check will be. I think there were some students that were selected before the program to help the speaker, if those students could come forward. Let's start with some introductions. Your name, your grade level.
I'm Brandon, I'm a junior.
Emma Smith, I'm a sophomore.
Martin Ragsdale, I'm a junior.
Lance Lombard, I'm a sophomore.
Madeline Gerber, I'm a senior. Bailey Willis, I'm a senior.
Brianne, do you like math?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
You should see her eyes. Oh boy, it's a math quiz. It is a math quiz, and right in front of the whole school. So you're not quite sure. Let me ask you a different question. Do you like money?
Oh, yeah, yes.
yes. Okay, good. Because we said financial award is money, so we'll determine how much money will be in the financial award. We have some cards. We have some people that will hold some cards. You'll help us determine what we'll do with our financial award. So let's start with a few cards. $250 for someone saying you've done an excellent job?
I mean, yeah.
We're not sure. She thinks there's more. Well, obviously, there's another person standing there and she is holding another card. So, are you saying we should use the last card?
Yes.
You're sure now?
Definitely yes.
Oh yes, let's use the last card. So now we're happy. What do we have? $2,500. $2,500. Would you want someone from the Milken Foundation to come here and present? Yes, it's amazing. You want someone, we want to present this to an amazing educator. Of course. Wait. Your eyes. I think I said earlier, this is one of the best educators in the entire country. Yes. Did I say it?
Yes, of course.
I did say it. So Superintendent Johnson, could you find one more? 0.
What is this?
The educator can use the $25,000 anyway that he or she chooses. We wish at the Milken Foundation that we could come to Bessemer City High School and present the Milken Award to all the educators who've done so much to help you. But there's only one in North Carolina. So we did find an individual to represent the excellence of your school, your state, and the whole country. Do you want to know who it is? An honor to announce the newest recipient of the Milken Educator Award. May I have the envelope? The Milken Educator Award goes to Meghan LeFevers.
Yes, just congratulations and thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you to all the educators. Really, the opportunities that are available to students in the future are not possible without your hard work. And we wish we could do this for every educator across the state. And you're very, very proud. Thank you.
There are some people you didn't meet before during the program. They're part of that all-star education team. They're the veteran Milken educators, recipients of the award from previous years. I'd like you to meet them now.
I'm Meghan Robertson. I won last year, and I work at Jones Intermediate School in Mount Merritt. I'm Cindy Moss, and I won in 2001 at Independence High School in Charlotte, and now I'm the Vice President of Global STEM for Discovery Education. I'm the 2012 recipient, and I teach 4th grade in Holly Springs. In 2009 at Hopewell High School, and I am the science specialist for Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools.
Hello, Bessemer City. My name is Jenny Carter. I won in the state of Ohio in 2004, and I currently teach right here in Gaston County Schools. I teach kindergarten at Robinson Elementary School. On behalf of all the Milken educators that are here today, Megan, I'd like to welcome you to our family. This is a wonderful award, and from everything that we have heard, we know that you deserve every single bit of it. So welcome to the Milken family.
And I'm very proud to say that I'm a recipient of the Milken Award. I received the award in 1994 when I was a principal. So I'm bringing greetings. You heard from Ohio, North Carolina, and Indiana. We say congratulations and welcome to our national family of excellence. Congratulations. Ms. LeFevers.
Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I couldn't think of a more great group to share this time with my fellow colleagues, the students that I work with every day. I love to watch you score touchdowns and graduate and move on to do great things, but today I'm very honored. I was shocked. I had no idea we were joining for this. So I'm kind of speechless, but I want to say that in the past couple of weeks I've been given a couple honors, and I could not do any of that without my parents who are here and without you all. My Bessemer City family is very important to me. I hold most of you dear in my heart, especially the staff and the students. You mean so much to me, so thank you for being here, and I look forward to putting some good prizes in that jacket pride store with this check, because I think we can afford to get you some things now. But thank you, and I appreciate it. A great honor, and we welcome you in Bessemer City.
Today, obviously, we're honoring Ms. LeFevers, and in doing so, we also aim to shine the spotlight on all the staff here and all the amazing students. Students, I want to thank you for helping us thank an educator today. And I have a big favor to ask. Keep it going. Think about all the educators that you know that have helped you along the way, whether it's here in high school or middle school, elementary, other places. Find them and say thank you to them as well. Congratulations. Thank you.